Well, no better time than the present to test out the Jackery solar generator that I picked up a few weeks back. I haven't even taken it out of the box, but it's probably going to get used this coming weekend with the upcoming storm in southern Indiana. Stay tuned. So this is a Jackery Explorer 300 Plus. Like I said, picked it up a few weeks ago. It is rated for 300 watt and has a 288 amp hour battery. So, nothing too high end, but it's something better than nothing. Be able to run a few small electronics and some lights. But I am going to run it through its paces once I unbox it. So it does come with its own typical AC power plug cord. Nice and bright orange. And of course, a user's manual. I may look at that later, maybe not, don't know. There's the unit. What's in the box? Nothing now. Ain't she a cute little thing? So we're going to charge this thing up. Like I said, we got an upcoming storm, ice storm in this area, going right through the Kentuckiana area, Louisville, Kentucky area, which is where I'm at. Might have to use this here in a couple days. Definitely going to get it charged up. See how much I can load down on it. This does allow you to charge concurrently with AC and solar. I don't have any solar panels quite yet. I'm just going to do it with a AC cord for now. So the AC goes into the socket outlet right here. And look at the panel. You can see the approximate time it's going to take to charge. So yeah, we're going to let this thing charge for 1 hour and 1.3 hours and come back to you here in a little bit. Alright, so the Jackery is mostly charged up and it's at 99%. Close enough for this very first test that I'm going to try. This will probably be the one that puts it through its paces for the most part. We will find out here right now. Starting with my furnace. Alright, the furnace just called for heat. I'm still on the house. We'll let the furnace warm up the house and then we'll switch over to the Jackery. And not a moment too soon because the sleet and the freezing rain is just now starting to come into my neck of the woods. It's quite possible I may lose power soon, and then it gets really cold for the next several days, and depending on how bad the power outage is, we may be without power for a period of time. Alright, let's put some light on the situation here. Okay, so the furnace just warmed up the house. I'm going to switch it over to the Jackery, and we're going to see if this bad boy can run the furnace. Really need to get a table though. Let me go find a table. Found a table. That's more appropriate. She's already on standby and I'm still at 99% on the power. Let's plug her in and then we'll turn on the AC. Alright. And as you can see, it's basically sitting in standby mode. The furnace is only drawing 5 watts continuous. However, furnaces take a lot of juice. So we're going to find out if this thing can handle this furnace powering up and running. Oh, there she goes. Well, she held the inductor. We're currently drawing 78 watts. 78 watts we're currently drawing. I just heard the glow plug fire up. We're now at 245, 250, 75, 83. Let's see if it trips. Yep, she tripped. So the Jackery cannot handle this furnace. I didn't think it would, but I'd give it a try. I got one other appliance to try out. So the next victim we're going to try out is my refrigerator. I did put the watt meter on this guy a while back. When it's running, I think it draws about 150, 175 watts, something like that. So we're going to hook this Jackery up to it and see how she does. All right, Jackery's hooked up. Let's see what this refrigerator does. Oh, it already automatically tripped. Let me try it again. Nope. I can hear the refrigerator trying, but I just can't handle it. So the Jackery Explorer 300 Plus cannot handle my older refrigerator either. But that's okay. I got one more victim to try out. And that would be my newer chest freezer. Newer as in it's probably about 10 years old. So we're going to hook this guy up to the Jackery and see what happens. All right, Jackery is hooked up. Turn on the AC and let's see what happens. I did hear it kick on just now, the actual inverter inside this Jackery. I did hear the inverter kick on, so it is powered. With this being a newer deep freezer, I imagine it doesn't cycle very much. So we're just gonna have to let this guy run for a period of time, and we'll wait to see if this thing energizes the freezer or not. Stay tuned. So the Jackery doesn't work on the freezer. I found it tripped when we got back. So cannot handle the furnace, cannot handle the refrigerator, cannot handle the chest freezer. So it's going to be, its usage is going to be limited to, which as I was expecting, which is going to be limited to lights and powering up your small electronics, things like that, which is fine. Final test of this Jackery to see if I can power up my television and 4 lamps. That's going to simulate what we would normally use in a power outage. 1 light to each bedroom, 1 light in the den where the TV is, and then 1 light in the kitchen. So here's the TV. And 1, 2, 3, and 4 lamps. So I'm going to turn on the inverter. I'm at 93%, plenty of juice for this test. Turn the AC inverter on. The electronics on with the monitor came on along with the lights. Well, 3 of the 4 lights anyway. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 lights. And there is the television. The Jackery can handle the television and 4 lights. That is nearly the perfect scenario that we would use this Jackery for in a power outage. So there you have it. That's what the Jackery can do for us. Again, it's a Jackery Explorer 300 Plus. Has a 300 watt continuous, 600 watt surge, a 288 watt hour battery or amp hour battery, And there you have it on what it can do to sustain your electricity during a power outage. Now check out the next video right here where I show you what I'm doing for maintaining electricity to my appliances, which involve the freezer, the refrigerator, and the furnace to keep us warm in the wintertime.